What's up everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Cassie. Today I'm going to be changing my hair again. I'm not going to go crazy though, I'm going to leave the black, I'm going to touch up the black, and then I'm going to dye this a different color. So I'm kind of over the black and white. I liked it for a while, I'll probably go back to it at some point, but for now, I'm ready for something new. So we're going to get into that. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe. If you dislike it, but leave a comment either way because you know I love to hear what you have to say. And let's get started. So, I'm actually going to be using two dyes that I've never used before. Well, sort of used. Despite my previous issue with Arctic Fox, I will be touching up the black with Arctic Fox's Transylvania. Me, whatever. Light doesn't like me. I'm not really too worried about that. It's black. I mean, it's a semi-permanent black. I don't think you can mess it up too much. And if so, like, it's easy to cover up, you know, because it's black. I did do this black with a permanent dye, which I wasn't really thinking when I did it. If you don't know the difference between semi, demi, all of that fun stuff, permanents are like the worst for you. They are the most damaging. Obviously, they're the longest lasting, but they are the most damaging. And semis and demis don't last as long, they fade quicker, but they're a lot better for your hair. A lot of them come in like conditioning formulas and stuff, and you don't really have to use the developer, which is very harsh on your hair. So I wasn't really thinking, because my hair was completely bleached before, I shouldn't have done the permanent. I just did it. Oops. So this time I will be doing the Arctic Fox semi-permanent just to touch it up. It's not so bad in real life, but I mean you can kind of see it. Well, it looks worse on camera actually, but it has faded to more of like a brown and some of that like, because I didn't fully fill it. So if you're going from lighter shades to dark shades, you're supposed to like fill in like the protein and stuff. Which is why a lot of times salon people will say, even if you're going to a black, go to a salon. I didn't care. I changed my hair so freaking much that I didn't really know how long I was actually going to keep the black. I wanted to do this style for a while. I really didn't know how long. So I didn't bother filling it. I did a couple protein treatments. I actually did one yesterday, which is when my hair actually looks good. But, yeah, I didn't really bother filling it like I should have. So it definitely looks a little hollow and it faded fairly quick, which is pretty typical when you go from very light blonde to black and don't do what you're supposed to do. So, it was expected, not surprising. I'm not really worried about it. I'm not going to fill it anymore because I changed my hair a lot. So, yeah, I'm going to be using that for the black. This one is what I'm curious about. I'm using the Color Lux Direct Vibes in the shade Purple. There you go, you can kind of see it. It's a semi-permanent hair color. I've never used this before. I've seen it a few times, but I like it. It's vegan, cruelty-free, gluten-free, sulfate-free, all of that fun stuff. Just the usual conditioning one. It does have bond builder, which is what I was interested in with it. I do have a bottle of their red conditioner because I got it a while back when I was trying to get some green out of my hair because I was trying to color correct. And I thought, oh, well, you know, a red conditioner will help because red cancels out green. And I was like, well, conditioner usually just has very light pigments. It's just meant to like enhance what you already have. It's not a direct dye. No. This shit was a direct dye. I don't give a shit what they say. Might be a conditioner, but it's a direct dye. Oh my god. It was the deepest, most pigmented red. And obviously didn't correct my hair correctly because it was too much. So I ended up bleaching the whole thing out. I don't really know how it would have dyed it because I put it over green. So it turned into like a dark brown because the green was too light to really be properly canceled out by the red, but the red was still kind of getting canceled out by the green. So it turned into this weird muddy brown that I was just like, oh my god, fuck this. We're going to bleach the whole thing. And I did. So, I don't really know how it turned out because obviously weird situation. But I have used that one time. So I'm curious how this will turn out. This is the actual dye, not the conditioner. So the fact that the conditioner was so pigmented, I'm really curious how the actual dye will turn out. So we'll get started. This is my like hair thing because I have holes and Yeah. So that's the black. I mean, it looks black, so... It smells like freaking candy. That's one thing I noticed about the other Arctic Fox that I used, which I did a video about. That was just like a complete disaster. It smelled like freaking candy. That didn't happen. But yeah, so that's that. It's just black. I don't really know how to describe black. It's black. Here is purple. This reminds me, I used to be a dog groomer. This actually reminds me of a dog shampoo, but I can't place it. I don't know which one it is, but it reminds me of a dog shampoo, like a really nice one that I used to use all the time. I don't remember what brand it is, though. It smells good. Can't really see it in the purple bowl, but it's purple. It's purple. It's a little bit thinner than like the Arctic Fox and stuff, which I'm not really mad about. So I'm gonna go ahead and section out my hair and get started. All right, and I'm back, and they're mostly sectioned off. I did get a little bit of black in the blonde and a little bit of blonde in the black, but I'm not super worried about it because it's like it's all gonna be dyed something anyway. So I'm not really worried about it. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna do the purple first, and then very, very carefully try and do the black. When I did this originally, it was such a nerve-wracking experience, and I didn't really register that that was going to be that way every time. But, we'll see. I did find some kitchen gloves, though. So we're going to do the purple first. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so that went on pretty good. I like the colors so far. We'll see how it goes. You get the idea. I'm gonna go do the black off camera in better lighting. So, I will be back when it's all done. Alright, so this is the finished result. I went ahead and blow dried it, and then also obviously straightened it a little bit. I freaking love it. Oh my god. I think the black turned out great. It's like a nice, solid, you know, because some blacks have like a blue undertone or whatever, and it came out blue. Like, it's definitely a blue-based black. I did wear gloves, as you saw, but like just rinsing it out and taking it like the clips out, yeah, it stains. So if you use this black, and it was just the black, be very, very careful, because all I did was, like, I took off my gloves to rinse out the bowl and stuff, because usually just that little contact doesn't matter, and black does stain, but like this one, holy crap. It stained. So yeah, be very careful if you use the Arctic Fox black, Transylvania black. But the color itself came out great. Like, it is blue based, but it didn't come out with like a blue undertone in the hair itself like I sometimes see. Now, as it fades it might, but I think it looks great as it is. And then that purple looks amazing. I love it. It's got a real reddy undertone, so I'm a little concerned about how it's going to come out of my hair, especially because I've heard that this brand can be a little tricky. So, but that's future Cassie's problem. It's not my problem. Right now, I love it. So, But yeah, the only thing I will say, like it says to use their conditioner, but honestly, I think this is such a conditioning dye. I'm probably just gonna like mix it with regular conditioner and use the actual direct dye as a conditioner later to help maintain this. But I will say a couple things I like about this. So one, it specifically says in the directions to wash your hair first, which if you don't know, for semi and demi hair color, you want clean hair. That's kind of a misconception. I had it too, so no judgment if you did too. But for like bleaches and permanent hair, you like it to be like kind of oily. Like don't wash it for a couple of days because it's so damaging. But these hairs, they're direct dyes and they don't have the developer and stuff, so they're better for your hair. My hair's so shiny now, I love it. But they also don't saturate well if you have oily hair. So I do like, because some brands don't say to wash your hair first, and I do like that it says that. It's important to note. The other thing I liked about this is I used less of this than I did the Arctic Fox. It was a little thinner, but it still saturated great. Like it still did fine as far as a dye, which I prefer that. I prefer thinner dyes because as long as it saturates fine, you're going to use less of the actual dye, which just makes your money go a little further. And I changed my hair so much that I like to have that. So, I did like that it's a little thinner, and that's also probably why I'm going to mix it with some conditioner, because like I feel like it's kind of honestly more of like a conditioner on its own. The other thing is like my hair feels great. Now I did do a protein treatment yesterday, so my hair already felt better than it's been feeling, but like especially where the purple is, feels freaking amazing. Like I actually think that the purple did a better job like conditioning my hair than the Arctic Fox Black. So like I don't know. Like I definitely prefer that. I think it feels way better. The Arctic Fox did great too. Like it's definitely conditioned it and my hair feels great and it's shiny and everything, but I really feel like that purple just feels better. It feels like softer and silkier. But either way, I really, really like how this turned out. I think it's a great start to the spooky season, and I will probably continue changing my hair at least through Halloween. I'll probably do like orange and red and all of the spooky colors. I'm very excited. I love the fall. So that's it for this video. I will see you next time. Bye!